are suggesting that this particular picture literally paints, as they say, 1,000 words. It is the winning smile of none other than the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle. But seriously, why is she smiling? As ever, let me explain. Hi, how are you? All right. Yes, by the way, here's a fact I wanted to share with you. Think about this, because we often talk, don't we, on the show about people who have, keep sort of names forever, and you kind of think, there's very few of them. Elvis, Frank Sinatra, that sort of thing. But way back in 1931, on this day, none other than the brilliant actor and, of course, very short-lived life, James Dean, starring really in only 3 movies for Warner Brothers. And what movies they were. A Rebel Without a Cause really did start the trend for, as they termed it, do you remember, the teenage juvenile delinquent? Remember that phrase? You're still one. And well, I think we all are, aren't we? Yes, secretly, Yeah, well, can you still get into the tight white t-shirt though? That's the problem. No, you're suddenly not a delinquent anymore, are you? When you've squeezed into that, that truly is the problem. But it's strange, isn't it? I was thinking, let me know if you can think of any others, like the Marilyn Monroes and people like that, who have lasted the test of time. Why do we still know their image so well and others not necessarily? And when you think about it with James Dean, he borrowed heavily from the Wild One with Marlon Brando and that particular look. So some might say Marlon did it first. Let me know if you can think of any others. It's always good to share, isn't it? Back as ever to your roll story of the day. Meghan Markle as ever in the news. And also, as we pointed out, she wasn't invited over here to go along with her husband, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, to come and pop over and see, of course, His Majesty the King alongside Queen Camilla as he battles his own, some say crisis. I would just say let's remain positive. That's the best thing, isn't it? Let's just all look at it in a positive light. But what's fascinating is this, these are very well timed, calculated pictures, and these are pictures of Meghan Markle literally out and about in Montecito. We haven't seen her for weeks, so you understand why the cynics might say very clever, isn't it? The bottom line is get behind a car, tip off the paparazzi, the one that cuts the money halfway with you, and then of course you get pictured. Now, according to a very well-placed source, the thing is, Meghan sees this as winning. And the winning is simply this, that she believes that Harry doesn't need anybody else. If you remember, of course, he famously said on that Radio 4 interview that Meghan had finally found a family that she'd never had before. And of course, Meghan's family hit back, and rightly so, claiming they'd been a very close family. And where did this come from? What had she told him? We'll leave it there. But now it seems to be the other way round, that Prince Harry has absconded from a loving family and seemingly doesn't understand why. Suddenly now people don't want to talk to him anymore for fear of it being reprinted, etc. But according to that source, Meghan believes that all they need is each other and their 2 children, Harry's children. So you can understand, it's a strange thing, isn't it? It's a strange situation, as it were. But of course for Meghan, it's all about publicity, selling herself forward, and some people say this is incredibly crass. Now, I'm not suggesting that she needs to hide away. This is not her personal issue, and we know the ongoing battles that she claims she has with the British monarchy. But it is about respect, and it is a very strange thing, isn't it, to see. And also when you look at these pictures here of Prince Harry departing Heathrow, you notice he's so sure of himself, but it's this poor lady in the background that has to push the cases. Yeah, chivalry really seemingly is dead, particularly when you're a former royal who's having normally everything and used to be done for you. He clearly hasn't lost the knack of that. Either way, Meghan believes truly they're winning. Do you though? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.